Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. This is Maria with Winkless Designs. I know I have been MIA for like a year and a half. A lot has happened, but I do want to start this year out right and get back on track with making some jewelry. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making some earrings, and it's based on the Pantone's Color of the Year for 2026, which is Cloud Dancer. And I've done something a little different. Basically what I have done is I've grabbed some of the whites from previous bargain bead boxes. And so I'm gonna make some stuff. I'm sure a lot of you no longer have these beads, but at least it'll give you some ideas on what you can do with these colors. So let me get started with the first pair, and I'm just gonna bring this out here. So this was June 2022 bargain bead box. It doesn't look like I used a lot, but I actually did. I just bought extras when they were made available. So what I ended up using were just these two freshwater pearls that came in the box. And there was these components, earring chandeliers. Let me show that to you. These were 18 karat gold. And so I also used those from this box. Then what I did is put that aside here. I also grabbed from the April 2021 box, I grabbed some of the freshwater pearls from that. So let me get started with the first pair. So I've already made one earring of each just to make things quicker and also for design choices. So basically this is the first earring that I made, and I'll be making that with you here. And it's really pretty. Again, this is just targeting the Cloud Dancer color wave. So let me get all of that out of here. And let's get started. Now I did use my own earring finding. These also came in one of our boxes. I don't remember which one because I had them separate, but it did have the bargain bead box, the old numbers on it. So I knew it was from them, okay? And these are 24 gauge ball head pins, if you can see that, okay? And then just some jump rings. These are about 3 or 4 millimeter. I think they're 4 millimeter actually. Stash. And so let's get started. Okay, so I'm just gonna wire wrap this, but I'm not gonna wire wrap them a lot. Probably just like 1.5 turns because I don't want it to dangle too much from the chandelier component. So I just bent it back, giving myself a little bit of space. And then I'm just gonna bring this over, flip my pliers, bring that over, roll it, and then I'm just gonna wrap that, okay? Where are my cutters? There they are. I can't believe it's already 2026. It's been such a crazy few years. All good stuff. Some crazy stuff, but excuse me, all good stuff. I'm a grandmother again for the 3rd time now, and super excited about that. There was, my daughter went through some complications during the pregnancy, so it was pretty scary there for a while. But thank God everything turned out perfectly fine. Mom and baby are doing great. Okay, so let's get this one on here. And bring that over. Oops. My fingers won't work. So where have I been? After my last trip, well, second to last trip to see my daughter, came back, and my husband and I decided to sell our house and move. So we put our house up on the market in September of 2024. And in December, we got an offer. The market was so bad. Sorry, I'm not in frame here. The market was so bad during that time. No one was buying houses. It's just crazy, because where I used to live, the houses used to sell, some of them even before they hit the market. That's how quickly they went. And for us to have waited as long as we did to even get an offer was a shock. So we got a bid, and in January of 2025, we closed and got rid of everything. I'm still trying to bring all of my jewelry making supplies here. But we've completely moved out of the country, actually. And that's why it's hard to get all my stuff here, because it's bringing all of that gets expensive. Oops, I'm not in frame again. I am so sorry. So it's a brand new life. We're super excited. I'm still trying to get used to everything here. And there's one place that is selling my jewelry here. I've made some friends. It's been a wonderful experience, I have to say. We did bring the cats with us. Obviously, I wasn't going to leave my cats behind. They're family members. And they seem to be happier here too, which makes me glad, because that just proves that we made the right decision. Now, is this where we're going to end up forever? No, but it's our first stopping point. We've been traveling a lot and enjoying life. So I have not been able to, not that I haven't been able to, I misspoke there. I've been enjoying life. So making jewelry videos, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but it's, you go on a trip or you make a video. You go on a trip or you make a video. Well, let's go on a trip. So that's where I've been. So anyway, so that's pretty much what's been going on, the gist of everything. Okay, so now I've made all of the little danglies here. And on this one, this one came this way in my box. One of the loops is bigger than the other. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach the larger loop to the chandelier. Wait, I think there's a front and a back. This one feels softer, smoother. So let me flip that. I'm sorry, again, I'm hitting the camera. Yeah, this is, I'm still trying to figure out my setup here. Still trying to get some furniture so that I can put all of my stuff away because it's a disaster in here. And it's, it makes it kind of difficult to do anything because I can't find anything. It's like, where did I put it? Where did I put it? So, okay, back to this. Let me grab one of these. Jump rings, and with jump rings you always want to pivot. I'll just grab one of these and put it on there. And close it correctly. Okay. I have to say that I feel a lot more at ease here. It's less stressful. The people here are amazing. Like I said, I've made friends already. I have a friends group. We go out. Today we're trying to figure out when to meet up again, because we were going out weekly, but with everybody working and being business owners, it's kind of hard to get a schedule going. So, so we were discussing that today. But oh, it's been amazing. The temperature here is wonderful. No more snow. I love snow. I was just getting tired of having to drive in the icy conditions. And, you know, more than anything, it was just a lot of people that weren't from there that didn't know how to drive in snow and ice. It was just making everything just more treacherous. And then I'm so glad that I moved when I did, because that place, unfortunately, has gone downhill. I lived in a townhome community, and it used to be like everyone wanted to live there. And now I've noticed that a lot of the people that lived there when I lived there have moved. They've actually sold their places. So it's a shame, and I hope that it gets back to where it was, because it was a really pretty area. Okay, almost done here. The last of the dangles. Oh, this jump ring's kind of weird. Oh my gosh, and I'm not in frame. I am so sorry. I'm trying to be in frame here. This is it's got to be here, not here. I'm used to over here, so you can see the tip of, or the top of my hands. So I have to get used to doing it over here until I get my new setup correct here. Okay, so then now we just need to attach the ear wire. And I have to double check how to do this. On these, I always get turned around. So this one goes here towards the front. And I'm only doing the directional because, like I said in the beginning, this was one side of the chandelier is a little bit smoother than the other. So, okay. So this is the first pair. All right. Okay, second pair, let me see, May 2023. Excuse me. All right, so this one was from the May 2023 Bargain Bead Box. And I made quite a bit of stuff with this too, and I ordered quite a bit of these. But I basically used these cylinder beads. They're like frosted cylinder beads. These O-rings, and then it did come with ball head pins. And what else did I use from there? Oh, and then some of the jump rings that they also provided us in that box. Okay, and this is the copper components, as you can see. Okay, so that was from the May 2023 Bargain Bead Box. Okay, so I had to write myself some notes on this. All right, so this is that earring that I made with this one. And I also did grab, this chain was from the March 2022 Bargain Bead Box, and I got 6 links total, 3 per earring. Gosh, I'm sorry. So there's that. Okay. This one's really easy. Again, it's just some easy wire wrapping. And, oh, and I have to make these. Okay, so one thing, when I was making these, I had to make, if you can see them, I had to make my loops bigger because this is pretty thick and wide there. So I made it large enough for that. Now, I only did that on 2 of them. The other 3, I used jump rings. Okay, so I'm just going to wire wrap the single ones, 2 of them, straight onto this O-ring, if I remember. so the next thing I did was I don't normally like to do this, but what I did is I opened this link and just to put this bead in. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. Okay. And then with this side, I actually used the thicker jump ring. And put that in between all of those. Okay. All right, so there's part of it. Sorry, the shadows. Okay. Okay, so then we're taking the bigger jump ring. I had to use the larger one. I think this might be an 8mm because putting this and then this, any other jump ring, any other smaller jump ring, would not allow it to hang properly. Okay, so that is why I use the larger. There we go. Okay, and then the final thing that I have to do is put on the earwire. And this earwire was from my stash. Okay, so that is 2 pairs of earrings. It's so hard to see unless you lay them. There we go. Okay. All right, that's the second pair. So the next pair I'm going to make, I use components from the Bargain Bead Box August 2022 box. And we had these like English cut howlite beads. And what I did is I grabbed the ones that had the most white in them, just not as many blemishes. And then I also used the white crystal beads from this mix. And I think, yeah, that's all I used from this one, from this box. Okay. And then what I did is I actually went with gold findings on this one. So this is what the earring's gonna look like. It's got 3 dangles on each side. It's really cute. Okay. And this one shouldn't take me as long as the other one. Oh, actually, I forgot I have to wrap, whoops. It's like fling these all over the place. Wrap all these little ones. I should have wrapped more of these off camera. These are, yeah, these are all wire wrapped. Yep, okay. All right, so let's do some more wire wrapping. I'm gonna have to pause because my camera is telling me that I'm a low on battery. So I will finish these up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished wire wrapping these little ones, and this one, for some reason, I don't know why, on the other one, I made it a simple loop, so I did that as well. Okay, so I have, this is about a 9mm, I want to say, jump ring. And then also the wire hook, that's also from my stash. So these two from my stash, which this came in a bargain bead box. I don't remember which one, but this hook technically is also bargain bead box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the jump ring. First, I'm going to drop it. And there it is. Gosh, trying to find that. It's a good seam. Okay, and I'm going to first put on the howlite, and I'm going to put 3 of these little crystals on one side, and then I'm going to do 3 little crystals on the other side. And before I close this up, I'm also going to put on my ear hook. And I'm going to close this up nicely. And ta-da, that one is done. So these are really cute too. Okay, so that's earring number 3. All right, next ones. I'm actually going to do 2 because I couldn't decide which way I wanted to make them. So I used beads from the bargain bead box, May, June 2021. This was the year that we didn't get a May box, so they incorporated and made it into May and June. And we had some of these Z beads and some white crystals that I only had enough for this project, but those came in this box. And then I had, for things from my stash, I used some of these, oh my gosh, these rhinestone spacers. I know we've gotten some of these in previous boxes, different sizes. So I don't know if any of you have those in any of your boxes or in your stash. All right, so the first one that I'm going to make, they're pretty similar, I just couldn't decide which way I wanted them, is this one. So I used a ball head pin, the crystal, the rhinestone spacer, the Z bead, rhinestone spacer, crystal, and then an ear hook. Okay, and that's for my stash. All right, so let's get started. Okay, there we go. Trying to get all of the components from this one. All right, so basically all I did was, like I just said, crystal, rhinestone spacer bead, the Z bead, spacer bead, and the crystal. And these are stainless steel, and these are so tough to cut. So you'll probably be seeing me battling the cutting of this. All right, so I'm just gonna bend it down carefully to not crack or break my crystal. And then I'm just going to use my bad old cutters and leave about a 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. Whew, that's tough. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my chain nose here and try to roll them back. And try, like I said, try to roll these back. What is going on? Okay. I don't know. I have so many problems with the stainless steel ones. It's so hard for me to turn. But then they're like bendable. You know, you can bend them pretty easily. Straighten that out. Okay, finally. All right, and I am going to go ahead and open this. Put the ear hook on. And let it spin around on me for a little bit. And then I'm just gonna close it. Get gravy. There we go. And I'm gonna straighten it out a little. Okay. So, okay, there we go. All right. So that's another pair number 4. And then pair number 5, like I said, is pretty similar, but I couldn't decide which ones I liked better. And so I decided to make both. Same components, just less beads. So like this one just has the Z bead, the spacer, and the crystal. And I noticed that this one isn't closed very well. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's make this one. This one to me, just fling things around, why don't I? This one to me almost looks like a chic snowman, like a fancy fashionista snowman. All right, so again, I'm just gonna bend this down 90 degree. Use every muscle strength left in my hands to cut it. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll it in. And pop that open. Add the ear hook. This is the spinning snowman. There we go. Close it up and bam. Pair number 5. Okay. And again, this is just kind of my representation of Cloud Dancer. A lot of people were upset with the fact that Pantone picked white as the color. This is the first time they've ever done it as color of the year, but hey, I like it. I like white. Okay, next one. This one is from recent box. This is from April 2025. I haven't done anything with this box until now because I got it, let's see, I didn't go back and get it until I think it was like June or July. So it was like, I actually just unboxed it and put it in here just the other day. So basically what I used from this box were these crackle glass beads. I think they're glass. I don't think they're anything like semi-precious. They look like glass. And I used the little cloud charms. What I also used was from the July 2022 bargain bead box. I think, yes, I did. These white AB crystals. Okay. So that's what I used, and my own ear hook and jump ring and eye pin. I mean, not jump ring, just eye pin. So another very simple design. So this one will be quick to make, I say. Excuse me. All right, so this is just a stainless steel eye hook. I'm just gonna go ahead and attach that to the cloud charm. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of the crystals, crackled glass, and another one of the crystals, and I'm just going to bend it. Whoops, I bent it the wrong way. I'll fix that here in a second. And go ahead and cut. Man, these stainless steel, they give my hand a workout. And we're just gonna form a simple loop. Okay. Now, this one is supposed to go this way. So in order to fix that, what you do is you grab the eye pin and then you just twist it half a turn. Okay. And that should be, oops, didn't twist it enough. No big deal, there we go. All right, so now it's going the right way. And I'm gonna go ahead and open that, put an ear wire in, and close it back up. And now you've got your cloud earrings. Again, very simple. Okay, so that was what, pair number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the final pair, pair number 7, this one took me the longest. So I made up everything and I'm just going to put everything together because you will see why in a second. Now, I used this Chinese knotting cord, but you can use Ceylon, Eslon, you know, whatever cording you prefer. This is, oh my gosh, what is this one? This one I think is a 0.8 size. So it fit through the holes pretty well. And the best thing to do, I don't know if any of you know this trick. So you want to make a needle on your thread if you're using this cord. Best thing to do, I'm just going to do it from the spool here, is you, actually I have a scrap. Okay, so the best thing to do to make the needle, a lot of people use their fingers. I learned this. So you want to get that puddled. Then you put it on your lighter and you pull and you just let it set. You pull it off and you cut boom, now you have a needle. And that'll go through your beads. Okay. So that's how I went through all the beads. That needle, it's hard to see because it's white. Still hard to see. Anyway, but there is a needle there. Here's the other one. If you can see that one a little better, I don't know. My God, let me stop hitting the camera. Okay, but anyway, so I made this like little tassel-like earring. I used July 2022 bargain bead box. I used those same little crystals, those AB little crystals. I used these crackle agate cubes, came in the box. And 2 of these, I think these were shell beads, 2 of these. And then from the July 2025 box, I grabbed, that was the ice cream one, I grabbed a cone, or 2 cones actually. And then, come on, I put these on these clamshells. Now these clamshells are different. Normally they fold up this way. These open up like a book, open and close like a book. So I know it's really hard to see, but here's the back. So you put your knot in here and then you just squeeze it closed. You can put a dab of glue. I did not, but then when you close it, your holes line up. And then you just string whatever through there. So now let's put all of this together. And let me show that to you again. All right. So for this one, because we have the cone, this was a stainless steel eye pin, and I just cut the eye off because I don't have all my wires here, so I just used this. And I used my 6-step, and I put it in, oh my gosh, let me think, because I did it in one and then I did it in the other. I think I used this one, so this one, and I just rolled it. I don't know why I'm rolling it that way. Do that again. I just rolled it, and you can make it into the lollipop. It's fine that I left it open because I'm gonna thread everything through here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, first one, so backtrack here, sorry about that. So all I did was I made a knot, did a knot. I actually worked straight from the spool. So I made a knot, left myself enough room to bead downward. And then I left a little bit of space between this bead and the knot so that I could put this clamshell on there without damaging the bead. Okay. And so then I just strung it up, knot, strung, another bead, knot, bead, knot, bead, knot, you get the point. So I did just different patterns. And that one has 5, this one has 4, and then this one, the longer one, I put this shell bead on. Okay, so let me remember how I did this. Okay. So we're going to take the 5 or the 4, doesn't matter. One with the cube, then the long one, longest one here, and then alternated, then this 4, 1, and then the one with the cube. Okay, and then I just took this chain nose and I actually kind of closed it smaller so that it would fit in that cone better. And I just straighten that up. Okay. Take the cone, insert it. Then I put in the other shell bead. I keep calling it a shell bead. I think that's what it was. I mean, I could be 100% wrong. And then, because this is stainless steel, I just made a simple loop on this one as well. And let's see if I can roll it back. There we go. Okay, whoops, I bent the... All right, and then I just added the ear hook, and voila. And I need to fix this a little because, like I said, even though stainless steel is hard to cut, it does bend pretty easy. Okay. And what's going on here? There we go. All right, so then you got some tassel earrings. Pretty simple. The longest obviously was doing all of these. So anyway, so these are all those earrings again. I'll take some pictures of them. And I tried my best to use as little of my own items from my own stash when making these, because all of us, you know, we all have different stuff. Excuse me. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments which ones were your favorite ones. And I look forward to making more of these videos and getting better at making them again and not hitting the camera so much. So again, I apologize tremendously. And if I mumbled, I do apologize if I mumbled at any point in this video. And once I'm back in the swing of things, as I go, it'll get better. All right, well, thanks again for joining me. Happy New Year once again. Blessings to all of you. Please leave me a comment, hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next time. Bye.